Alrighty, welcome back to the Silver Lantern Archives. Today we are getting back to our band of misfits on the wrong side of the law with Dark Embrace. Our party has currently escaped the bear that beat the crap out of them last session. And, well, they've got stuff to do. Nicholas, I hear you've got what's going on, so give me the lowdown. What's happening?
What? What? Who keeps talking? Does nobody hear that voice? Anyways, we left off waking up at camp, and one of our party members was missing, an essential member, and we were on the hunt. I assembled the team, and we went out into the woods.
For the party's
At some
fancy.
point, yeah. At some point, we separated when Dro took off, and I had to find him. And I went after him while the other party members did whatever they did, trying to find Lilith. And well, I didn't find Dro. I found a bear, and I promptly took off and ran into Edwin. And survival of the fittest. I took off, and the bear did what it did to the party that was in the woods. And I made it back to camp and had a pretty decent squirrel. It was pretty good. Indra was there and Lilith. So I found them. And all this could have been solved if Edwin turned to the left and saw the note next to his sleeping bag. So yeah, now we're off. We examined some of the magic items. Edwin thought it'd be funny to put, shoes on my dog. I mean, without asking, of course. Anyways,
Yes,
yeah,
true.
and now we're up and get ready to head off and kill some bandits.
Anything else?
Well,
I think the only thing that I would add to that is the fact that while the party was looking for Lilith, she had in fact left a note.
Yeah, and next to Edwin's pillow.
Explaining that she had gone hunting.
we somehow missed.
Not like you
No,
looked for it.
that is fair.
We did
I'm
equally
equally
ask
enough
for
to blame. Yeah, but I don't think Relief knew anything, did she?
Well,
maybe
No,
it is currently the day after, and the party has gotten up and has moved and has been moving about. And on their moving about, looking for this banditry camp, they have discovered an individual on the road who seems to be a little annoyed. Green hair and an aura about them that just wants to make you get down and beg. But what will the party do as they have found Eris with an E?
Oh yeah, I forgot that happened.
I guess as we approach, does she look annoyed at us or her companions?
Oh, she didn't have any companions. She's on her own.
Eris, what are you doing out here?
Ah, Lilith. Just the kind of person I was looking for. She reaches out and runs a hand along the edge of your cheek. Perhaps you'd be willing to help me with something.
What do you need?
Well, it seems a few of my friends have gotten themselves into a spot of trouble. They decided to go and get themselves caught. And now someone will need to ride in and rescue them. Are you any good at playing the dashing hero?
I've been told I'm quite good at it.
You definitely look the part. But what of your compatriots? Will they be joining you?
I just realized something. Aside from Lilith, has anyone here actually formally met Eris, like the other Eris?
Y'all have seen her a couple
Yeah.
times. I don't know how many people have actually talked to Eris. Because most of the party saw her when you were at the party And then again when y'all are at the bathhouse.
I don't think my character has. Or the
No,
new one, at
because she
least.
hasn't been back since Ayano joined.
And then he got iced.
In the most spectacular of ways.
Mm.
But
I
Ayano, it does
mean-
look like Lilith does know this individual.
Okay.
I mean, who captured them?
Oh, a ragtag band of idiots that will think themselves big. Same as always.
Sounds like bandits to me.
You know, that's what I would call them too, but they like going by a stupid name.
And what's the name?
The Fang of the Forest. The Merchant's Bane. They couldn't decide on which one they wanted to go with.
Edwin's gonna look over at Maggie and and ask, "Did the bandits we were after have a name like that?"
Don't know. We knew we were too far away to get proper information. That's what we sent you guys out here for. But a named group of bandits sounds like the ones we're looking for, probably. You usually have to have a decent size to get a name.
Decent size. How many is decent sized?
More than 10, usually.
Oh, that should be fun.
Nicholas gulps.
Well, it sounds like we were already out here to deal with them anyway.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, I don't know about that, but they do need to be dealt with. They've been jumping people along the road as often as they can, trying to fill their pockets with women and gold.
Hmm.
How far up is this camp?
Oh, it's not far now. About half a day's travel into the wood. They've made themselves a little fortification. Seem to think it's impenetrable.
How far off are they from this camp?
Which camp are you referring to?
The one we're standing in, her camp?
She's not in a camp, she's just on the edge of the road.
Oh, I thought she was next to a fire. Well, how far are they from here?
As I've just said, half a day's travel.
A day. Okay. Sorry, I'm a little nervous.
What are you nervous for, Nicholas?
I had a copper every time.
Okay. All right. All right. Well, we gotta make a plan, I suppose. Do you know what this
Yeah.
fortification looks like? Generally?
I unfortunately have not been close enough to get that information. I imagine, based on the surroundings, it's higher up, and is primarily made of wood covered in a lacquer to help it from burning.
Like a tree
That's
fort,
boring.
maybe.
Quick question, out of character. Well, kind of out of character. I would like to make an insight check against Eris, just to make sure that it's actually her and that she's not lying to us.
Insight would work. Yeah, go ahead.
I did not mean to do that privately, but
I mean, that's a crit, so nothing
A crit is a
looks
crit is a crit.
Out of place. You get that strange feeling in your stomach that you get whenever you're near her.
okay.
Mannerisms see about right. She seems a little bit more stern than she was in the forest, and on the forest back in the city. There's more of an
Okay.
edge to her here than the calm confidence. And not an edge of like anxiety or something, but more of a don't fuck with me kind of Aura?
There. How many of your friends were captured?
2. The girls thought they could do something about it and only ended up getting caught.
Who specifically?
Oh, no one of that you would know, dear. Just 2 of the girls I used to keep an eye out on what's going on.
No. Will you be joining us, or are you staying here?
I suppose that's up to you, Mom. I need to get them out, but if you want to go be the big bad heroes and save them all on your lonesome, I won't stop you despite how foolish it is. Everyone's allowed to die as they wish. She glances over at Edwin before looking back at Lilith.
Speaking that you know what we're going into, I think it would be best to keep you with us.
I
Besides,
see.
you shouldn't be out here by yourself anyway.
Oh, you want me to worry about that, dear? I'm very capable of keeping myself protected.
Sorry,
It
my,
is not you that I'm worried about.
my thing cut off for a second. I heard everything after looking at Edwin, but before that, like, I didn't hear it.
She was saying everybody is free to die as they wish. If you want to go be the big bad hero and get yourself killed. Effectively. And then she looked at Edwin and then kept talking.
I don't know why you're looking at me about being a hero.
Yes.
I like myself too much to be that kind of stupid.
And yet, the flame burns on, doesn't it?
What do you know of the flame?
That is always the question, isn't it? You get booped on the nose. Now, will we be standing around or will we be doing something?
Lead the way.
Then follow me.
Well, if they're up in the air, I'm gonna need those boots. Hey, Dro, I'm gonna have to take those boots off of you, bud.
You look over at Dro and he's gone again.
What? He's gonna look up this time. Could
He
be
is standing
anywhere.
on top of a tree.
Dro, you get down here right this instant.
He boofs
I
at you.
need. Oh, here. I've got a jerky in my pocket. Come here, bud. Come here. Come down from the tree. Come on.
You see he rips a stick off the tree and throws it down to you.
As we're
Dro.
following Eris, Lilith is going to call back to Nicholas and go, you do realize that you could technically get them off of him, but it won't break his attunement, correct? He has to do
What?
that willingly.
What's entombment?
Attunement, that's how you...
Basically, it's a magical item will attach itself to you and bind with you, but it's a whole magical thing.
The item
Oh.
forms a bond with the magical energies of your body.
Exactly.
Oh,
It feeds
Okay.
off this natural magic as a way to power itself.
it's feeding off a Dro? That's fine. All right. Come on, Dro, let's go.
He basically, in order to break the attunement, he'd have to be willing.
Or dead.
Granted, or dead. Yes, that is also the case.
No, he can wear the boots.
If you need to climb, we do have that potion.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Or you could just
Alright.
take the path.
Oh, is that a?
That's
Okay.
Eris.
All right. All right, let's go. I guess.
You see she begins to walk, a distracting saunter in her gait. How's the party handling up?
Pretty good.
Just remind me, we have to be still, like in a camp or not moving to identify other items, right?
Correct.
Because we still have more to identify.
Yeah, you actually need to sit down and study.
Okay, just making sure. Well, Edwin will continue forward, grinning because his idea to give Dro the boots is already paying dividends.
Dro is jumping through the trees, sticking to everything he can. He does come back with a bird. He gives it to Nicholas. It's a whole goddamn turkey.
Actually,
you don't know
we
why
might be
there
able
was
to.
a turkey in the tree.
That is fine. That is plenty of food there. He's gonna stick it in his pack.
They do fly in the wild.
That dog's one hunter.
Mm-hmm. Yep. He always was.
But as y'all are walking along, is there anything y'all would like to do during the half-day's trap? Talk to each other. Talk with Eris. Talk with Maggie or Lena.
Edwin is gonna go up to Lilith and ask, "So, what's the story between you and Eris? Seems like there's something there."
You do realize that you're having this conversation right next to Eris as well, right?
Yes.
I'm right behind her.
Edwin's a goblin. What do you think?
Lilith will raise an eyebrow at you.
What, I have eyes to see. It's kind of clear.
Yes, that you do. What are you insinuating, Edwin?
I don't know. You guys just seem close.
We've known each other for what, Eris? I think it's been above table. I think it's been what, a week?
Something of that nature.
We had a good time at a party when I first got to town.
I remember that party. Interesting,
Mhm.
interesting time.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Nicholas, remember that party? You probably don't. You were high off your ass.
No. I remember parts of it and everything like that.
Hold.
Yeah.
Please hold.
You guys go to
There's
parties?
issues. And we are back. Technical issues, everything died. In the meantime, we rejoin our party doing something. I don't remember what they were talking about.
I just turned to Nicholas. And we bring up the party and how he might not remember anything, and then he said he does. So I ask, "Oh, so you remember getting your ass kicked by Sophie?"
Yeah, I do. And you were a great help when we fought her the second time. I actually remember when you bid against me for some reason, being a party member and all that, and having my back, you decided to bet against me. That's the kind of guy you are, Edwin.
To be fair, she had kicked your ass not once but twice already. So
That's true, and if you were in the ring with her, you would have gotten your ass kicked twice.
I would not have gotten in the ring with her.
I mean, you did.
Yeah, but I had all of you with me. I thought we might have a chance.
I mean,
Mm.
we might have had, we convinced Felicia to go in with us, and on top of it, had anyone actually gotten my ass back up.
I don't think a man who had bid against me or any party members in general had any faith in the party to begin with.
Seems like you guys got a lot of rivalries between each other.
No, we're all very close.
Yes. Evan goes right up to Nicholas and puts him in a big old like friendly arm hug, like one arm hug.
Dodge.
Yes, Really?
Yeah, well, you know, don't worry. Don't worry. I still consider you a friend, Edwin. I remember when you helped me with my brother, and he's gonna smile and just give him a thumbs up.
Ugh, don't remind me of your brother.
I
I
know.
don't think any of us want to go down that path.
Yeah, that's. Ugh. At
Mhm.
that, at that horrifying thought, it was just gonna start walking again.
Roll me perception, Edwin.
Yes. 31. Let's see. How bad is it? Oh,
You're doing pretty well. You catch a scent on the air. It's a strange scent. It's got a bit of tang to it.
Oh, yeah, who's doing that?
it's easy.
You look down and fucking Dro's passing gas in front of you. It smells foul.
Oh shit, bro! What the hell did you eat?
He's just properly thanking you for the gift. Now he can catch anything in the trees, eat it, and fart it.
Perino.
Edwin is gonna like cast prestidigitation to like clear the air a little bit.
Only temporarily.
Lights incense on the road.
Oh God.
Oh God! See what happens when you give that dog freaking boots and jerky.
Are you using a soundboard for that, or are you using it with your mouth?
It's soundboard.
That would have been.
Okay.
But he then
I
takes
don't
off
know.
the tree after gas and playing some chemical warfare with Edwin.
Lilith is gonna pick up the pace a little bit so that she's a little further ahead, away from that.
Yeah, don't damn fires have like sensitive smell.
Hey, you're gonna thank him. You're gonna thank him when we're in the bandit camp and they can't do anything because they're too busy throwing up.
Yeah, Lilith is currently not breathing at the moment and has a fan out.
Yeah, Edwin is gonna get on his broom and fly up away from this smell. Just, but I'm not above the canopy, just so you know.
You
I can't
notice
be
that your
above.
broom's flying a little slow.
Yeah, I know. It's
Slower than you would have expected.
The hell? It was kind of like jerks it a little bit to trying to make it go faster.
It does not. It almost seems like it's overweight.
I look down.
Dro is standing on the bottom of the broom, upside down.
Edwin is gonna take out a piece of jerky, like, and wave it in front of Dro. Like, Dro.
Dro eats it.
And then
Yes, fill him up
and
more.
I didn't give it to him. I tossed it toward Nicholas.
So you're gonna toss it down towards the ground?
No.
I'm only like 10 feet. I'm only like 10 feet up.
You said you were up near the canopy.
I'm under the canopy.
He's gonna grab the front of the room and yank it down. Follow the jerky.
I pull it back up, trying to get control.
Dro ends up crashing into the ground and falling off.
Oh.
You're still fine. Dro's the only one that crashed off.
Oh. Joe, are you okay?
He booms. He's up. He has the jerky.
Oh. Oh.
You don't know when he got it, but he did.
Well, before we get into their camp, I got some moldy cheese. I've got some dried aged meat. Some options.
Nicholas, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but old cheese is moldy.
No, extra moldy.
Blue cheese?
Yeah.
That's a delicacy to some.
I'm gonna take a drink out of my flask. Look down on
fills
it.
me with much hope that we'll get this done.
Lilith just looks at Eris and just, she looks tired. They haven't died yet.
We've come close, though.
I think the word there is going to be yeah.
I am going to pull out a bottle of wine, pour a glass, and hand it to her.
Thank you, my dear.
I'm going to pour myself one as well and add some of my flask to it before drinking it.
Is there anything else the party is doing as y'all are walking along?
I got nothing.
Well, just gathering ingredients for our secret weapon.
Oh, for God's sakes.
Secret weapon.
Lilith is going to inform Nicholas that if he feeds Dro too much cheese, that it's going to cause him issues, and not just of the farting variety.
Well, I'm not gonna give him a lot, just enough to, okay.
Based on how he's already acting, I wouldn't give him any more.
Yeah, you're probably right.
I get what you're trying to do, but I also know that you don't actually want to hurt Dro.
No, I didn't know it was. No, okay. I didn't know that would hurt him.
Nicholas, you do realize that even you can only have so much cheese before it's going to have ill effect, correct?
Yeah, I know that. I mean, yeah, I'm just gonna. There's a small piece and all that, but
Dogs are even less able to handle
I'm
dairy
sorry.
products.
You're right. I sometimes forget Dro's a dog. He was my friend my whole life, my only friend. So, yeah, all right. He's putting the cheese back in his bag. I'm sure we'll find another way. Getting the advantage on them. When we get close, I'll sneak in or get close. He's gonna walk quietly.
Everyone's lactose intolerant when they eat a whole wheel of cheese.
I don't think anyone is physically capable of eating an entire wheel of cheese.
I think it depends on the cheese and the size of the wheel.
I am currently picturing the
Like the,
wheel cheeses that I would see if I went to the Tillamook cheese factory.
I'm picturing like one of those big ass wheels of Parmesan.
Either way. But
What's it though?
I think eventually once we get a bit closer, Lilith is going to hop into the trees and start scouting.
You're doing good until you hear a sound behind you.
I turn to look.
You turn around. There, in the trees, is a figure. A four-legged figure. Coming
Dro,
behind you. Moving. The great dog of the tree. Dro has arrived.
Dro, get down here right now. He's gonna say, because we're close, he's gonna say quietly, Dro.
This is up ahead where Lilith is.
Oh, okay.
Lilith is just going to give Dro a look.
He gives you a nod.
I'm going to point back at the rest of the party.
He nods.
Go.
What? He looks at you in confusion.
Go protect Nicholas.
He nods and then jumps out of the tree.
That sounds about right.
He
I'm
is
going to
currently
continue.
falling about 50 feet.
I can't do anything about that.
While that's going on, how's the rest of the party doing?
What time of the day is it right now? Like
Midday.
midday.
We're getting closer to evening, but midday.
Edwin is still just like floating along. Well, now he's back up in the air, floating along next to the rest of the group.
Edwin, you get
Yeah,
hit
sure.
hard from above.
By the gods above and below, what the fuck?
There is a drow now on your broom, hanging by his stomach.
Nicholas, I found your dog.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was looking for him again. Why did you give him those boots?
Because even with all this chaos, it's still funny.
Oh, is it? When he ends up breaking a leg, it won't be so funny.
At this point, I will be surprised if that happens. The dogs are if I didn't know better, I'd say this dog had some cat in it because damn, it's good in the air.
Just fly down here and I'll hold him for now.
Edwin will fly down and point at Nicholas. Dro, go
Drow
play with
jumps on
Nicholas.
Nicholas.
All right.
The
all right,
armored dog jumps on Nicholas.
he falls over. All right, Joe. All right, here. I'll give you some pets and everything. We'll sit here and wait for Lilith to get back.
I'll go up ahead and see what's going on, and Edwin will fly up toward where Lilith is.
Can I get a perception check to see if you can see Lilith?
Let's see. I did well in the first one. Let's see if my luck holds. It does.
Gotcha, Lilith. I need your stealth.
Okay, give me. Okay, give me one moment because I need to roll that at disadvantage.
Why are you rolling a disadvantage?
I'm in heavy armor.
Oh, right. I thought you still had exhaustion again.
No, I do not have exhaustion.
You usually do, so it was a fair guess. But as you're flying up through the wood, Edwin, it takes you a little bit, but you do see the bright red hair hidden among the foliage.
Edwin is going to silently, very slowly go up to the side of Lilith. Do they see the camp yet or no?
Not yet. They're still moving towards it.
And Edwin will speak lowly, knowing that whispering is actually the worst way to talk when they're trying to be stealthy. So, how far up do you think this place is?
Lilith, still trying to not breaking stealth, is going to. The only thing she is going to do is shrug and then point at you and point back at the rest of the party.
Alright, going by yourself, damn. Alright. And then we will slowly and silently move back down through the trees back toward the group.
I am already rolling at disadvantage. I do not need a second person up here with me that I gotta worry about.
that as you return, Edwin, do you do anything in the party? You see Valithra is leaning against a tree nearby. Maggie and Lena have moved back, so they are out of the way in case things go bad. And
I'll
Eris
just-
is near the front of the path.
I'll just let them know that she's up ahead. She's up ahead, and we're not sure how far up the bandit camp is yet.
It couldn't be more than a few hundred feet, by my estimation.
This bandit camp. You said it was up high. Is it on like a cliffside or something?
I said I'd imagine it's up high. They like to go for somewhere defensible. At least what they think is defensible.
100 feet. It's still light out, so I would say it would be easy to see for me. How far is distance? How far is normal distance normally?
What do you mean?
Like just seeing something out in the horizon. Like if I were to fly up above the canopy, just like peek my head up, will I be able to see anything?
If you
Like
go up super high, I think the furthest you can see, depending on the terrain, is about 2 miles.
oh. Should I? I mean, Lilith is already up ahead, scouting.
But do know, if you're up in the air, what you can see might be able to see you.
Well, that's what I was saying. I don't want to like go all the way up in the air. I just want to like poke my head up above, just above the canopy. You know. I would take my hat off, so 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 I'm not easily seen.
Problem more would be your visibility.
Huh?
Problem more would be your visibility. You probably wouldn't be able to see more than a couple hundred feet. If you're just poking your head out of the canopy.
Yeah.
Because you're in a relatively hilly area.
Oh, yeah. All right. Then in that case, I'll just wait for Lilith to come back.
Nicholas and Ayano.
Mm-hmm.
Anything from y'all?
Are we still moving, or are we just
Stopped.
standing still until Wolf comes back? Okay, we're following. Nicholas is just holding on to Dro, making sure he doesn't go anywhere, because he's not been really following any sort of instructions. So he's just making sure Dro stays with the party at this point. But he's looking around nervously, making perception checks as we go, just to see if there's anything out of the ordinary.
Okay.
Any
You haven't seen anything of note.
tracks or anything. Okay.
But Lilith, as you are moving forward, can I get a perception check from you?
Yeah.
As you are moving, you start to notice things down on the floor along the path. Looks like constructed things made of wood. More of sticks than logs, but you can see them down there. Not really sure what they are from the angle you're looking at.
Making sure that I have my bases covered and I'm looking up to the side and down. Making sure that I'm not going to trip anything off, whether it be a trap or someone that isn't necessarily visible. I will go down and investigate once I think it is safe to do so.
You don't see anything of note outside of these things on the ground. So after a couple minutes of looking around, you do eventually creep your way down the tree and to get down to the ground level, in which you see there are a line of what looks like totems. Wooden structures tied together with bone. Human bone. Or humanoid
Totem.
bone, anyway.
Totems.
Yes.
Can I make a religion check?
Sure. As you're looking through, they don't really seem to have any religious symbology as far as you can tell. It more seems to be a warning. Look what happened to those that intruded on my territory. If you do the same fate will befall you. Kind of thing.
Okay. In that case, I will go back to the rest of the party and inform them what I have found, and make the suggestion of me going forward and seeing if I can get a scope, basically just a layout.
Would you like me to follow Lilith or join you?
If anyone's gonna join me, I'll take the rogue.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
I'm pretty good with survival. I figured I would offer.
Mhm.
I believe in this situation, looking to those that know how to not get caught would be more useful than those that are decent in the forest.
Yep, that's what I'm good at, I suppose. So did you say what you saw ahead?
Yeah, I tell you guys what I've seen.
Oh, what
So-
do they look like?
You have been given a description of what they are.
Okay. Okay.
Diana was trying to think of. Oh, my bad. Go ahead, Nicholas.
No, go ahead. I'm just making noises.
Ian was just mainly thinking about how he can incorporate his big jug of acid in this whole thing, attacking somebody.
You can always dump it on somebody's head.
Yep, acid attack.
Dump it out from above.
That's a good idea, Edwin.
What was that from Eris?
Who will be going with you?
Are you good with not getting caught?
I know when to be seen and when not to be. I think you know that better than a lot of people, don't you?
Just a refresher. You didn't actually see their camp. You just saw the warning totems, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, my suggestion here is me, Eris, and Nicholas.
Yeah. Well, Ayano, can you do me a favor and make sure Joe doesn't leave your sight? You know, I really care about him and he means the world to me. And at this point, I feel like maybe you can take care of him just in the meantime while we're gone. Don't feed him anything, you know. If he gets bored, and just play tug of war, but just keep it down. He likes belly scratches.
He's got a sword
Yeah, that too.
in his mouth.
Oh.
He's ready to stab somebody.
When did Tro get a sword?
I
Whose
don't
sword is
know.
that?
Not mine, I don't think.
It is.
It is mine.
It's your
Oh,
short sword.
Thank you. Thank you, Dro. Hand it over, please.
He gets down low. Butt in the air, ready to play.
No, Dro, please. Please.
He gives you
It's
a woof.
serious. It's a serious time.
He looks at you and then flings your sword at you.
Oh!
It lands directly in its sheath.
Oh!
Did you practice that with him?
No, but I gotta incorporate some of these in our fights. But yeah, let's not delay any more time, I guess.
True, trained by John.
Alright, Dro. Just stay here for now, okay? Alright.
He
Alright,
crosses his paws and puts his head down on him, watching you as you walk away. He's
I'll
got
be
these
back
big,
soon.
lonely eyes.
I'll be back soon. I
How
don't know.
long?
Just what?
Oh, sorry, I was going to ask. I was going to ask Lilith how long they think they'll be gone.
No longer than an hour.
Yep. And Edwin, he's gonna pull out his little hidden whistle and blow right into it, and it makes this high-pitched screeching sound.
Isn't it a dog whistle?
It is not a dog whistle. It's
Nicholas?
a whistle of silent alarm.
Oh,
So-
thank God.
No. So only one person can hear it by his choice. When you hear that sound, it's an emergency.
Oh, okay. Oh, so that's not.
You need
okay,
you need a reminder?
No, no thanks. I got it. But
All right.
I
Dro
was
is
worried.
covering his ears.
Sorry, Joe. You hear that whistle? Yeah. Well, I'm sure you guys know what to do. Alrighty, let's get going. I've never, Nicholas. I never killed anybody before. This is gonna be. I don't know how I feel about this. Let's go. I've never had to.
If you want to stay behind, you can.
Well, we're sneaking for now. We're just checking. I meant for what's about to come up. I don't know.
If
Let's
you
just,
would rather
let's just
sit
see what
out,
we can see.
now's the time.
No, I can't. Part of the group. And the group always pulls their weight.
Nicholas? If
Yeah,
this
Lilith?
if this is how you're going to be going into this, you can stay here before you get one of us killed.
No, that's not to be worried. I'm not
Oh,
planning on
no.
getting seen.
Nicholas, if you are going to hesitate, you can stay here. Lilith is looking you dead in the eye. If you are going to hesitate, you keep your ass here.
Edwin is gonna go up to Nicholas and in one of his in a rare show of not being a dick. Nicholas, think about this for a second. These bandits. It's been confirmed that they hurt women, correct?
They do more
I
than
look-
that,
Yeah.
but yes.
They hurt women. They do horrible, nasty, terrible things.
Yeah,
So
very
I want
true.
you to remember that, because these are not people anymore. These are just monsters. Once people do something like that, they are just monsters.
I suppose you're right. I mean, if I can view it that way, you know what? They're monsters.
In
They
fact,
deserve to die.
they would if they found Dro, they would probably eat Dro.
Oh. Yeah, Edwin, make a perception check real quick.
Okay.
Is this perception or insight?
Insight or perception, I suppose, either or.
Yeah, it sounds like it's insight.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
both- it's the same.
Mm,
It'd be the same modifiers anyway. My wisdom is
yeah.
great.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, they deserve to die. All right, let's go.
I give Lilith a thumbs up. Like there you go. Now he won't hesitate.
No, he won't.
Now we have the issue of him being bloodthirsty.
Oh. Third point.
No.
Nick,
You're
We're
not
good.
allowed to have children.
We're
Which
good.
one was
Let's
that
go.
too?
Edwin.
Okay.
We're good. Let's go.
oh, trust me, I don't plan to have any. I know for a fact I'd be a horrible father.
You hear the sound of scissors behind you, Edwin.
Edwin slowly turns around.
Well, it just happens to be cleaning a pair of sterling steel scissors.
Who's doing it?
Lilith? Not Lilith. Belithra?
Lilithra.
You planning on giving someone a haircut, Valithra?
Oh,
Something
no.
starts
I
with
get
V.
that it's a maintenance, and since we weren't doing anything, I thought I'd take the time to make sure they're nice and sharp.
Fair enough.
You see her close it again with a snip.
Ewan flinches and looks over at Nicholas. Remember, you're just doing recon.
Yep. Nope. Let's go.
Make sure to
Sounds like
keep
she knows her.
quiet. Make sure to keep quiet, Nicholas.
Mhm.
Gives a nod to Eris, and I'm gonna go up into the trees, and that's where I'm hiding from.
You want my stealth check now?
Yeah.
Ah.
Where are you attempting to stealth?
Can I use a hero point?
No, you already
I'm
rolled.
not
You
gonna.
need
Okay.
MVP.
I will use my MVP.
You roll
Roll
with
at advantage.
Yep.
All right. We're not starting tonight off like that. There we go.
So where are you hiding to walk along?
Around the path, sort of following in the same direction Lilith is going, like looking up occasionally just to see if I can see her. And just sort of going from tree to tree, just trying to be careful, not step on anything that makes loud sounds, you know. Just like move from tree to tree, I suppose. If there is tree.
Yeah.
Okay.
Iris herself is just walking along the path
Okay.
until she's not anymore.
All right.
As you dart behind a tree and you move off to the next one, you notice she's no longer on the path.
Gotcha.
Just
Well, Nicholas is
gone.
Oh, gotcha. No, Nicholas is just gonna keep following like where he assumed Lilith is going, making perception checks and making sure to follow.
It takes y'all a while longer before the lot of you come into what looks like a small gully. So you stand at the it's a ravine, not a gully. You stand at the edge of a ravine, on the other side of which stands a large wooden keep. One moment while I move you to the right map. That is what you can see.
Oh, joy.
At the front, you see two large ballista looking out over what looks like to be a collapsible bridge that leads to a large gate. And from where you're standing, you see at least 3 people, all armed and moving about.
I assume the head first approach will not work here.
Well, I don't know. Me, you aren't there.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
my bad. Sorry about that.
Lilith, Eris, and his name isn't Norval. What's his name? Nicholas.
Normal.
Actually, sorry, it's 4 that you can see over the lip. One next to each of the ballista, the second one on the left tower, and one on the main wall itself just above the gate.
It's really full. Okay. Well, we're here to do Right.
We're here to do Renaissance. We're gonna go Leonardo da Vinci on their ass. Reconnaissance.
Recon.
Reconnaissance. We're here to do reconnaissance. So, is there anyone down below?
Not that you see, no.
Is there a way to cross without being seen?
If you crawl down into the ravine, you might be able to crawl up, but other than you and Dro, it would be a difficult climb, as it's straight up from its deepest about 50 feet. Easiest place for you to see to climb is along the edges, as there are little platforms on each side. They're easier climbs, but they're still not super easy. You can also see trees have been removed to keep them to keep a line of sight for those on the watchtowers.
Okay. I am going to back off enough that I am not within like a sight or anything. I'm going to be honest. I'm taking off. I'm spending 10 minutes to take off my armor.
Fair. Nicholas, you can see Lilith coming down to do this.
All right. I'm just staying where I am for now. Examining my surroundings, seeing if there's a way to go further up. Safely. Not really.
Okay. That's as we're doing, I'm not trying to get hit. So. Okay. I think the best bet is for me to go forward. You're gonna have a hell of a lot harder time climbing that ravine than I will.
That's true. And if anything goes wrong, I've got the whistle, and I'll keep an eye on you.
Do note, Lilith, that the ravine is very open. You're going to be very easily seen if anybody happens to look from the towers.
What happens if I go under the bridge?
Mm.
You might be able to, but there are 4 guys standing there, all within range of the clearing just in front of the bridge. You'd have to get down first, then go under to the bridge, and then come up that way.
Okay.
And the risk is going to be when you're going down either way.
Yeah. So my thought process is skirt around to come over like here that's technically a bit off map and see who's over on this side and see if I have a better shot at getting through.
Fair.
Basically
Go and look.
And basically I'm actually gonna look at Nicholas and go, I have the wand of pyrotechnics. I'll shoot up a flare if I need help.
Alright.
If I get caught. That being said, go back to the others, that way they're not wondering what's taking longer, because this is gonna take longer.
Yeah, alrighty. I wonder where Eris went.
You hear in the back of your mind almost like a whisper of honey that's running down the back of your neck. Do not worry, I am close enough to assist. Should it come to
Oh, wow. That was weird. Well, maybe you should utilize what she can do. Alrighty, I'm going to, I'll go back to the group quietly.
Lilith, you have no idea what Nicholas is talking about.
Yeah. I just kind of shrug. Nicholas is Nicholas. I do. Yeah. I am going to look around for Eris, though.
You don't see her.
I am going to quietly call out her name, just to see if she's nearby.
I am here. You hear in the back of your mind, almost like a memory dredging up from your early encounters.
There. Am I capable of responding back telepathically?
Um, no.
Okay. Okay. Well then, speaking that it's, I'm going to assume that it's the telepathic feat. Lilith is going to whisper out. Speaking that you have to be that close, since they can't respond back. I assume you heard the plan?
I did. You
Any
feel
input?
your cheek kind of get pressed.
Any input?
None for the moment.
Alright. I am going to put, I'm going to hide my, I'm going to put my armor in my bag and hide it in a tree
Fair.
so that I'm not clanking around with it.
Clink, clank, clink, clank, clink, clank.
Yep. And then I'm going to start going through, again, I can't basically over here, but off map, because I
Yep,
can't
gotta go
see where
through
the,
That is fine. As you do not see anyone of note off on this side, but you do see that it hangs off a large cliffside to the back.
okay. So I am going to keep an eye out, but if I see if I see a spot in which, actually, I'm gonna get a little further this way.
We lost Zeke. Zach.
Yeah, they said they'd be right back. It sounded like they were getting a phone call.
You can see you are standing on the cliffside for over 200 footfall.
Okay. And then I see this person.
No.
Hmm. Okay. Well, I don't want to be near a footfall. So I'm gonna go here. And does it look like I have the better chance over here of not getting caught?
Well, you don't see anybody at the moment.
Do I need to roll a perception?
You can, but you're looking up, and you can't see much over the wall. There's nobody standing directly on the wall, right at the edge. If somebody's further in, you need to be higher up to really get a good look.
I'll climb a tree.
You do, and you see against that wall there is a man standing just there.
Okay.
He's a little bit back on the wall, and you can kind of only see his head, but he is standing on the wall there.
Is he looking out?
He's currently looking into the fort.
Okay. In that case, I think that this is probably as good as we're gonna get. So we're gonna try and do my sneaky stealth so that I'm pressed up. My goal is to get across open field as quickly and as silently as possible.
Okay. What
Get
spell are you
against.
casting?
I don't have a spell for this.
Oh, I thought you said you had a sneaky spell.
No, I'm going to do the sneaky sneak. I don't have invisibility.
Fair.
Otherwise I would have just gone from the front.
Fair. I will need a new stealth check.
Yes.
Fair. As you creep along, moving down the ravine, not bothering anybody. And you manage to get up this side. It takes you a little bit to climb up, but you poke your head up over the edge, and you can see even less high above you. But you've made it safely to the wall.
Second, I had to refresh. Okay. To this wall or to like the actual wall?
The actual wall.
Okay. Alrighty. I am going to. My goal at the moment is to stay pressed up against the wall so that people from above are less likely to see me,
Fair.
as I am looking for another way in.
You see all of this is solid. The large tower bulging out at the top, as if, and you can see holes at the top used to drop things. You do see on the exterior of the wall there is a small room on that seems to be worked onto the wall itself, with a small hole on the bottom of it. As you are watching, you see the hole suddenly open and a turd fall out
Gross.
and fall off the cliffside.
That's one way to do it. Speaking of that, there's not going to be any windows, so I'm just gonna making sure not to be on the underneath side of it.
That's kind of the only place there is. It goes right up to the edge of the wall.
Medieval latrines.
Okay,
And you can see there's a bit of a smear along the backside where things have hit. It's not a dark one, but it is somewhat there.
okay, is there any way that I can crawl around this to the other side without touching?
Someone's got their
I'm-
Shawshank Redemption.
I'm pulling out a handkerchief and putting it on my hand so that I am not touching this.
Wouldn't that technically mean you can't climb with those hands? Or
Yeah. It would stop you from being able to climb.
I am putting it on one hand and we're doing this shanky style.
A real shitty situation.
It is.
Take a hero point.
That was pretty good.
Wiping
You
my
also
hands on.
hear. I need a D100. D100, call high or low.
Just real.
Oh, roll low, and then they ate the same thing Dro did.
You know what? I'm gonna blame this on Nicholas. I'm going low.
Just as you get across, it opens again, and just a bunch of yellow liquid falls by.
Oh,
My God.
I can imagine Lilith
Ew.
getting real pissed at that.
oh.
Okay.
You're in some deep shit.
But Lilith, you make it by. There's another tower here on this side.
Okay. I am.
This one you can walk under, and you don't see a latrine hole above you.
Perfect. I'm still sticking underneath of it because I'm still trying to stay hidden and not be seen.
Fair. Can I hear a perception
Oh.
check?
Yes, you can.
You hear the sound of somebody having a really, really bad reaction to some food. From where you came from.
I'm just gonna stop breathing at this point.
That's the last one, I promise. You could go.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Oh,
I'm-
last time I ate that shoulder.
Fucking gunpowder chowder. I'm still looking for another way into this fort.
You have not seen any. And do note, you cannot see that individual.
I figured as much, speaking that I'm tucked under,
Yep.
so that he doesn't see me.
Yep. As you continue to make your way carefully along the edge. No sign of anyone there. No sign at all. No sign of entrances. No sign of back doors. Just towers and wall. Unless you count the hole flap into what you now know is toilet.
Gross.
You can be the shit stabbers.
Fair enough.
You managed to get it all the way back to the gate. But as you're coming around, you see this guy right here is leaning over.
Okay.
He's
I'm gonna
looking
stay out of
towards
his
the
line of.
bridge.
Okay. The fuck are we supposed to get everyone over here? I guess I'm gonna be put up on watch, trying to figure out. I'm gonna be listening to footfalls and the like, trying to figure out when fucking shift changes.
You sit there and listen to these two above you chatting about the things they did to a couple. I'm not going to describe it because it's not nice.
Mm-hmm.
But it is not something you like sitting there and listening to, Lilith.
Yeah,
They're being
I didn't think
very
I would.
detailed.
Joyful.
And while the woman was sold off, the guy was killed after they had their fun with him.
I am going to drain every single last person in here of their blood.
So let's go check in with Nicholas.
And I'm
Nicholas, how you doing?
Hopefully made it back to the group.
Yeah, you make it back just fine.
All right. So the situation is this. Lilith is going to continue the reconnaissance alone due to the fact that the fortress that they live in only has one clear way for me to get across, and it's very visible for them to see me. So he's going to try to describe the landscape to the party, and it being having a ravine with multiple cliffs, and the fortress being on the other side of the other cliff with a bridge going across it. So it is well fortified, as described. But I don't know. I don't know how we're going to get in there.
From Nicholas's description, will I get a clear picture of the place, or will we have to wait till Lilith gets back to get the full picture?
I mean, you get a decent idea.
No, because of the useless feat I took. I should be able to give a pretty good description.
Yeah, you give a pretty good one.
A keen mind.
Mm-hmm.
We could wait until nightfall and sneak in that way.
Yeah, that's true.
The torches.
Cece, by the way, I know I didn't really take a good examination of it. You said a fall bridge?
One
Or
drawbridge.
a collapse bridge. A
Collapse
collapse
bridge,
bridge.
yeah. If they wanted to, they can pull it out from y'all's side and leave them trapped on that side, but no one able to get to them easy.
Gotcha. Okay, gotcha.
You know, we could distract them by having someone go on the opposite side of the castle and fire off a shot with one of our wands. Make the ball hit the one side while we sneak in from the front.
Nicholas,
They
you
do
would
have
know there are
ballista.
2 ballistas, yes, sitting pointed at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm
Maybe
saying
not.
have people someone on the opposite side fire off a shot with the wand of the pyrotechnics, so everyone turns that way, away
I
from
mean, yeah. Go ahead. Sorry.
away from the bridge.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. I don't know how quickly we could get across before the ballistas go off, though. And from what I saw where I was, I saw what, two individuals?
4.
Oh, four. Yeah, four up there, and an unknown amount inside.
Hmm.
And we can only have like one of, well, I mean, not including Dro, and I don't think I want to send him over there comfortably. Just one person who can easily get over there.
I mean, they have
I mean, two actually. Never mind, you two.
Lilith can scale the walls. I can fly over them. If you take the potion, you can climb the walls. Dro can climb the walls. The only person who would have people who would have trouble, I think, would be Maggie and Ayano.
Maggie is not a fighter, won't be involved in this fight.
Yeah.
Then Velithra and Ayano.
Yeah.
And then you'll also have Danu somewhere.
Yeah.
I think can't Danu turn into like a spider or something?
So they have Walkheim, but
Yeah.
those use one of their wild shapes.
Can does Danu have speak to animals? I think as a druid it just comes with it, right?
They'd have to choose it.
Oh. Because I was thinking maybe they could convince Dro to give up the slippers so they could give it to Ayano or Nicholas or someone.
He does have speak with animals, yeah. But if you remove him from Dro does lose the ability to get in easily as well.
I'll carry Dro with me. Based on that chicanery that was going on earlier, the brute can hold me and him.
But yeah, that's the situation, it seems.
The issue is, though. Oh, go ahead, Nick.
Oh, the distraction idea is not too bad, but maybe not an aggressive one. If we can draw at least some of them out.
I have
Someone
another idea. Okay.
Oh, go ahead.
We could wait until nightfall, like I said, and I could sneak over and extinguish, because control flames is a 60-foot range. I could extinguish any lights that they might have, which would or dim them to the point where you can cross over, but then you won't be able to see.
Yeah.
You're the only one here without dark vision. You're the odd one out.
I know. I grew up in a city where there was lights everywhere. I didn't need to worry about. Oh yeah.
As well as Velithra, who's also human.
Oh, Velithra doesn't have dark vision?
She's human.
Oh. Well, those are my ideas. Anyone else got something?
The only other person there is Ayano.
Well, there's also Velithra.
Oh, yeah, she's there too. She hasn't said anything.
What was the question again?
Oh, shit. I don't think Ayano was even here for like the description or anything. Like, I mean, like the actual. God, my brain is breaking for some reason.
They're trying to plot how to get into the building.
Yeah.
I could risk it and try to disguise self and try to
Wait, you
work
can
my
do
way
that?
in there or pull them. Yeah.
That adds a few more ideas.
Wait, disguise yourself as what though? These are bandits. They're not. It's not like. Can you disguise yourself as one of them?
I mean, I could try. I mean, I think I'd out of character. Don't I have to see them in order to disguise myself as them?
You'd have to know what you were disguising yourself as, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't disguise
Yeah.
itself? Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say technically I haven't seen them yet, so I wouldn't know what to disguise myself as.
But
But Nicholas
I
is
was gonna,
keen-minded and just tell you.
That
doesn't
too.
disguise doesn't disguise self only like let you change your height and some features? I can't remember what the actual spell does, but I don't think it's not like shapeshift where you can change a lot of shit.
I mean, it is. You just don't actually change. I remember this guy's
It
self.
says you can change your clothing, armor, weapons, and other belongings on your person.
Yeah, so it's making you look.
It would just be
Um,
pretty much looking like I have a costume on.
Oh yeah, it's not even that. You can make yourself, including your armor, look different. So you can look like any other human.
Okay.
But if anything like
Yeah.
touches you, it goes through because it's an illusion.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's not like
So, I
shapeshift
mean,
where if you touch their ear, it feels like an ear. If you have like if you make yourself a big hat, big wide brim hat, and they try to grab your hat, their hand's gonna go through the hat. And if you're
okay.
hiding like big horns under something, they'll be able to reach through it and grab your horn.
Okay. So, I mean, I could still use that as like in the plan of a distraction if we decide to or not.
Yeah, you can make yourself look like somebody else.
Mhm. Ion will be like, damn, I can't even find the words too now. I'm willing to take the risk.
Perhaps we should wait until Lilith has returned with more information.
That is true.
How long did they say that they would be gone, Nicholas? Oh, sorry.
He said longer.
So we have time. Wait. Does Lilith still have
You
all the magical items?
Probably.
Damn.
um,
We could use this time to identify them.
yeah, Lilith said she'd fire one of the pyrotechnic flares up from that wand that was identified if she's in trouble.
So we just get to sit here and twiddle our thumbs, I guess.
Well, yep.
So y'all are just gonna relax for a while?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Back up to the thing. Well, can I get a investigation check?
Yeah.
Nice.
You're sitting there for a good long while, just listening to these two creeps being creeps. There are a couple things you learn, however, as you're listening. The first is getting close to sundown, you hear another group of individuals come to talk to them, and about 10 minutes later, it sounds like the original guys leave.
Okay.
But the new guys are still there, so you imagine shift change.
Okay.
However, another thing that you do hear is apparently they are expecting a slaver to come through here anywhere in the next few days that is going to take prisoners from them and bring them some new meat, as they say. The boys seem very excited about this.
Which means we now know how to get in.
Yep.
I am going to stealth my ass out of here with that new information and go meet up with the group.
Alrighty.
Do I need to roll another stealth to get out?
You do indeed.
Okay.
You have advantage due to the dark, though. You do also see they light up a lot of lights. They do it all around the keep. They actually go around the outside as well, which means you actually have to start booking it. As you can see, the lighter is heading your way, and they're going along the outside lighting things as well.
Okay, I'm getting the fuck out of Dodge.
As you were able to, using the wood as their lighting things.
Okay. I'm gonna get over onto this side, and once I am, I'm gonna first start to try and just quietly call out Eris's name.
You get a hand put on your shoulder, as you do, before you properly call out.
Okay,
As
I'm
she
gonna
just
grab
appears
her.
from behind a tree.
I think I know a way in.
So
I need to grab my
heard.
bag.
Well, let us go tell the others.
Mm.
She hands you your bag.
Lilith will nod and then follows her.
Doesn't take long, but the party is able to reconvene.
Oh, good. You're back.
Learn much, more than I wanted to. First things first. Edwin. And Lilith just puts her hand out. Prestidigitation by the gods.
Edwin takes a sniff and he smells something familiar. Oh, yep, yep, I remember that. And he Jesus your hands very thoroughly.
I also want it to be known that that handkerchief is at the bottom of that ravine now. Okay. So, there's no back entrance. Unless you want to go through the shitter.
No, thank you.
Nope.
That being said, apparently in the next few days, they're supposed to be getting a slaver coming in with new blood, as well as to take some of the old ones from them.
Hmm.
Which means, and she specifically is looking at the boys, if you guys are capable of putting on a show, we can sneak us girls in there under the guise of being slaves.
Hmm.
Eh,
I won't lie. I may have seen some of those kinds of people before back in the tavern I used to work at, so I could probably play that part well enough. But
I'm going to be quite honest, Edwin. Iono is probably going to be the better one to lead that. Because while they mostly deal in women slaves, they do deal a little bit in men. And with your physique, you're more likely to be a slave than a slave driver.
yeah, always with the physique. I'm not that. I'm not that thin. Why do people keep saying I'm thin? Well, actually, no. Why do you keep saying I'm thin?
No.
You must excuse me, Edwin. I am used to traveling with the men that I tend to hang around, used to travel with, have much thicker muscles.
Yes, you're used to more the brutish types. I'm the more svelte type.
Pretty much. Grim was one to absolutely beat the shit out of things. So yeah.
But I can understand that I would definitely look better in terms of better product than some like Ayano Cross. No offense, Ayano Cross, but yeah. I'm assuming we're not going to involve Nicholas in that, though, right?
No, not at all.
Yes.
Fucked. Yeah, I don't think that's wise.
Nicholas would most 100% be one of the slaves.
Yep.
But the problem is, people like that, they never travel with just them and their slaves. They always have a guard or two. I know.
Looks-
That, go ahead.
Looks at Valithra and Eris. Either one of you know how to make yourself look like a man?
You look over at Eris, and Eris is gone. There is a very tall, burly barbarian man standing behind you.
Well, that answers that question.
Well, that will work. I know they're not here, but remind me. Danu isn't is a guy, right? In character.
Pretty sure Dawn's
I
a
don't
girl.
think so. Zero always plays women.
Yeah.
I thought Danu.
Yeah.
Okay, so we gotta.
Yeah, it's a
If
girl.
Danu, yeah, I was gonna say, if Danu is a man, it is the only man that I have ever seen Zero play.
They could probably make themselves like a dire wolf and be like the companion of the barbarian or something.
Mhm.
So the plan is I'm a slave, Lilith, Edwin, Danu, who else? I assume the caravan with us is staying
Oh.
behind, right? Yes.
I just
Probably
had a
for the best.
thought.
What? Out of character or in the character?
In character.
Okay.
Both, but in. One issue though.
What if the slavers come while we're there?
No, that's not the issue. And Lilith puts a hand on her sword. In
Yeah.
which I've broken the rune on, which means that the curse is no longer repressed.
So you can't.
You guys are going to literally have to pry this out of my hand. And I cannot promise that I will not put a fight to get it back.
It might just be safer to have you be one of the banditries.
Yeah.
Probably. Like I was just having that thought, and yeah, no, I cannot willingly part from the sword. You guys would literally have to take it from me, and I'm pretty sure that I would then have to fight you tooth and nail to get it back.
Yeah. No, I don't really want to fight you for that.
So then you look around and you kind of take stock of who you have. If Eris is the big burly man, you look at Valithra, who, while is female, has the "I will step on you" vibe, even when she's not trying to. Not a good slave look.
No.
You've got Nicholas, who you don't want involved. You've got
Yeah,
Iano, who might make a good workhorse, but not the kind of slave you think these ones are going for. You've got Danu, who's exotic, but Danu.
Harold.
They don't like that exotic
Which
Barovian meat.
means it kind of comes down to the one you might be able to sell is Edwin.
Oh, great.
With the current way of the party set up. Is the only one that would work as a...
Well,
Oh.
okay.
Get your tiefling here, get your tiefling
Let's.
here.
Hey, let's. Okay, so above table, based on the description, it technically does not state in the curse that I would fight to get it back. Just that I can't willingly part with it. So, I am going to make the suggestion that somebody try and take it from me.
While all this is going on, it sounds like we've got a lot of planning to do. So, for those listening in, I'm going to go ahead and leave it here so y'all don't have to deal with all the boring plot stuff or the planning stuff. And you'll be back with us when we come in hard to try to take this something. Whether or not they go after the slaver or the bandit base, I guess we'll find out. So, I thank everybody for joining us this week. That was a lot of fun, and we've got some interesting things on the horizon. Stay tuned to see how it all turns out. Peace.